Welcome to you, my name's Dale and this is Dale's Addiction. Today I'm going to share with you my 10 best purchases from 2023. And if you've been following me this year, you know that there have been quite a few, and so picking just 10 was really difficult, but I've managed to do it, and I will tell you a little bit about each piece that I bought, why I bought it, and why I think it belongs in my top 10. Before I kick off, I just want to thank the fabulous Malle in Melbourne for sending me this gorgeous print from her Malle in Melbourne collection for LilySilk. Mel and I chat every now and then, and I mentioned to her that I really loved this print, and she said, well, I'll send you one, which I thought was super generous. And so she sent me this. I have had a bit of a play with it already because obviously it has a lot of colours that I love, the purples and the greens, the tropical prints and flowers. So I'll pop some of the styling that I did with this up over here, and yeah, I love the option of the pussy bow as well. The fabric is perfect for our nice tropical weather, and this is again one that I can wear casual or dressy for work, and I love the options. And just check out some of these florals. It's just beautiful. Mel also sent me a dress, and the dress is really pretty fabric. I'll show you, but it's too pretty for me. It's not really my style. This is it here. Look again at these beautiful florals. I'll pop in some pictures of me trying to style it, but you can see it's not, I'm forcing it. It's a little bit not me, but still a super generous gift, and I'd love to thank Mel and LilySilk for sending those to me. Mel, I think, always has a discount code at LilySilk, so I will pop that in the description box down below. So if you're interested in checking out any of her pieces, highly recommend. Really love to wear it. I also have a bunch of camis as well from Mel's section again, and I purchased those all myself. So this is not sponsored. The first piece that has entered my favourite purchases, best purchases. Am I calling it my favourite purchases or my best purchases? I think I'm going to call it my favourite purchases. Yes, my 10 most favourite purchases of the year. Oh my god. That's embarrassing. I just picked some stickers off the feed of this. The first one is my Fendi Petite Peekaboo ICU in the Fuchsia Girlusha. Now, this one I picked up just before I went on holiday, and there's a little story behind this. Look at that. Like, oh, it's so delicious, this bag. It really is. This bag was one of the finalists for my Fendi made to order experience. Well, not this bag exactly. This material, Stingray, or Girlusha as it's otherwise known, was one of the final designs for my Fendi made to order process back in 2022. Yes, last year, the beginning of last year. And I didn't end up going with it because there was a pink one in the lookbook, and I was like, oh, no, I don't want one from the lookbook. I want it to be unique. Then I designed a green one, and as beautiful as it was, it just didn't have that extra bit, and I just kept thinking, well, I can do another made to order and I can go back. And then Fendi started to bring Girlusha into its seasonal collections from time to time. I think the first colour it brought out was like a navy, then blacks, then a sand colour. Now there have been quite a few, mainly in this Petite Peekaboo ICU style. And then the pink came, and I was like, no, I don't need to see this. I'm going on holidays. And Brisbane had one pre-ordered for another client. So I was like, okay, well, that takes care of that. Then I was talking to my Sydney sales associate, and he said, I've got one. I'll send it to you. You can have a look at it. If you like it, you can keep it. If you don't like it, don't worry about it. And I was like, no, don't send it to me, but send it to me. Anyway, he sent it to me, and I fell in love. It is just glorious. I'm so glad to have a piece of this in my collection, and this colorway, the moment that I first saw it, I knew that it was gorgeous. I love this like deep magenta fuchsia color. yeah, there's lots of things I love about it, so it's one of my fave purchases. Now, given that this one was technically half purchased in 2022, does it count? I think it does. Speaking of the MTO, this is my Fendi Baguette trunk that I designed for the made-to-order process. It is in jade beading with crocodile in orchid trim and the Swarovski emerald-shaped crystal baguette buckle. And inside it says my name with the Zucca lining. Now, this was such a special process to go through. If anybody here has done a made-to-order, you'll know that this is like a piece of jewellery. It is not what I would call a practical handbag. I can carry things in it, so from that perspective it's practical, but it really is just a jewel. It looks like a jewel. It is dreamy. It is so special to me, and yeah, I think it really it kind of changed the way I viewed how I buy luxury and to be bold and be brave and be me. Look, everything goes with this. This shirt is going to be like the litmus test for all the bags. If they go with this shirt, they can stay. Just kidding. But yeah, it really gave me confidence to just do what I want to do. And I think with a made to order, it's not for anyone else, it's for you. If you're doing it for resale, if you're doing it to fit in, if you're doing it for any of those reasons, I would say that's not the reason to do a made to order. A made to order is to really challenge yourself to be yourself, to make something that you will not see on the shelf. And most certainly this is something that I don't think will ever go into commercial production for Fendi. This year, the fabulous Rod from the Luxe Theory helped me to source the most magical Chanel 19S sandbag by the sea sand. This is a bag that I would never have dreamed of buying new at the boutique because I just didn't have the status, which meant I didn't have the access, and for some reason I got caught up in that hype about the iridescent pink, which is just not me. This bag is whimsy, it's playful, it's fun, it's in beautiful condition. It is just, it's a funny bag. Like, it goes with pretty much everything, and it's a joy to style because you really get to think about your SLGs. And if you're like me and you don't swap out your small leather goods very often, this bag is a really good one because it encourages you, just trying to poke the strap down inside of the bag, it encourages you to play with your SLGs and your lipsticks and things like that so that you can have them kind of sitting out of the sand like some kind of shipwrecked treasure. Yeah, this bag's the epitome of whimsy for me and things that I love about Chanel bags that those who love the classics probably wouldn't love, but yeah, I certainly do. It has this great little slip pocket on the back as well, which makes life very easy for your phone. And yeah, I'd encourage you to turn off your banner notifications so that not everyone can read your text messages. Now, the next one probably won't come as a surprise, but buying it certainly did. And that is my Hermes Birkin 30 that I was able to pick up in Paris when I was there with Meredith from the channel Living Luxe with Meredith. The story about how I got this Birkin, how it came to be in my possession, the process I went through about whether or not I should purchase it or not when it was offered to me, just the whole magical weirdness of the situation is definitely something you should check out if you're interested. I'll link the videos in the description box below. It's one of my favourite purchases because of how it came about, where it came about, the fact that it really challenged me to think outside of the square, and I guess, you know, challenge myself around things that I'd said and what was so, you know, what would I think if I'd left it behind? Would I have regrets? And I'm so glad I didn't leave it behind. It's a beautiful, it's very beautiful. The colour is just absolutely stunning. It's Vert Comiques in Togo leather and palladium hardware. And that sales associate, you know, for all the attitude that she had, she definitely read me like a book. And when she presented this, and we took all the felt off and opened it up, yeah, she had me. So one of the very special experiences of my life, and something that I'm so grateful that I got to do with the fabulous Meredith. Now let's throw in a pair of shoes. These shoes were quite the investment, and I picked them up in the first half of the year, and I have loved them. They're the Roger Vivier Ranger boots. I wore these all through London and Paris. You can see on the base of them, they have been worn. All the crystals are still inside. They are super comfortable. They look great with jeans and dresses, with cargo pants. They were a hefty investment, but they are so divine. I just adore these boots. I'd wanted a pair for years. They came on my wish list, and I'm like, no, I just can't do it. Well, I could do it, and I did do it, and thanks to the encouragement of my friend Eileen, yeah, we both love our big black heavy boots, and yeah, these make my face light up whenever I get the chance to style them. Sometimes, very rarely, they come up for a sale on the online platforms, so if you are interested, I would suggest that you add them to your cart, wait for the notifications of the sales, and then see if the sale codes apply. Next of my favourite purchases is the Fendi First in the Purple Fox. I picked this up from London with the fabulous Shao on New Bond Street. Hi Shao. I again was caught up in the hype of the Fendi 25th anniversary. A couple of people I knew, Kendrea had this bag imported in through 24S, I think she bought hers. She's one of my subscribers here and comes up with some great ideas for videos, so thanks Kendrea. She bought this and I fell in love, and then I think Meredith was able to get it through Fendi Sydney, and yeah, I was kind of like, oh well, you know, I'm not going to get it, that's fine, no problems. And when I was overseas, I just thought on the off chance I would ask at all the Fendis if they had leftover stock. Nobody did until I got to London New Bond Street, and I asked Shao if he had the mint or the purple, and he was able to find this brand new for me, and I couldn't be more excited that I have this piece in my collection, that I bought it in London, that I was amongst fabulous friends shopping together. Got a meeting here with my foxy baby. What do you guys think? Thumbs up? Thumbs up? Yes? Yes? It's a winning. Excellent. Amelia Rose, Deb from Wild Unfiltered, Claire from Claire Louise Luxe, and Meredith were all with me when I bought this. And yeah, that was really a special moment. So yeah, you can see, makes me happy. Another special moment was in Taormina when I went to the Louis Vuitton pop-up in Taormina, Sicily on holiday, and they remembered me from the day before and suggested to me that they have a bag that I would absolutely love, and they pulled it from the cupboard, and they were right. This is the Capucine basket bag in the BB size from Louis Vuitton. I looked at it in the Brisbane store. It was reserved for somebody else, and I said, no, I don't need it. I don't like it that much. It's not for me, because you couldn't get it. You couldn't get it anywhere, and the people I knew that had it had pre-ordered it. And I thought, oh well, that's it. It's not going to happen. And then it happened in Taormina, one of my most favourite places in the world. It was such a beautiful part of our holiday. And I just like, okay, I need to pinch myself here, because this just shouldn't be happening. So another fabulous piece from my holiday. Lots of fabulous pieces from my holiday actually, and yeah, I'm just so grateful to have this beauty in my collection. The detail, the braiding, the rivets on the back that are on the trunks, the different types of weave on the bag, the finish on this bag is just incredible. And because it's so much more structured being a basket bag, it actually has a lot more carrying capacity inside of it, which is fabulous as well. But I will definitely never forget the story of how this bag came to be mine. I'm going to throw in an honorary mention in the middle here, because definitely a favourite but didn't make the top 10. Gary, my J.W. Anderson Pigeon clutch bag. This bag is so much fun. The reason it's one of my favourite purchases is not because you know, it's so wearable or practical, but it is like an icon of my channel and my community now, and often I receive pictures from you guys all over the world of pigeons, and we call all pigeons Gary now, and it's just something that connects us all, and it's fun and it's whimsy, and it's really special to me that we have that connection. And so I couldn't do this video without mentioning Gary, the pigeon clutch. Hello! The penultimate item of my favourite pieces that I purchased in 2023 is my Louis Vuitton Horizon 55 suitcase. This was purchased in Paris at Place Vendôme after a magical day at Agnières at the House of Louis Vuitton with Meredith. Now, I have only carried this hand carry, and still it has little marks and scuffs on it, and luxury lovers everywhere would say this is why you don't buy luxury luggage. Well, it's exactly why I buy luxury luggage, because I want this thing to have a life with me traveling wherever I go, wherever it's suitable anyway. I needed a new rollerboard bag because I had to break into mine after the lock mechanism would not function when I arrived in Paris. I had to cut it open along the zipper line, which was, you know, I was pretty impressed with myself for being able to break into my suitcase. And because we were going to Place Vendôme and I had this opportunity to buy something really special, it just was easy. It was a lay down misère, and I thought this is a great opportunity for me to get a hot stamp from Paris, because I don't have any travelling hot stamps from anywhere else in the world. I've only got my initials, and not only did I get one, but I got two. This one has the sun motif on it, and this one has the Place Vendôme hot stamp on it. These were gifts from our fabulous sales associate Catherine, who we met at Louis Vuitton Place Vendôme, and yeah, it's just a very special souvenir to have from my trip to Paris. And then finally, to round out my favourite purchases of 2023, can you guess? I'm pretty sure you can. If you've been following me for a while, you know that there's one pretty amazing one that hasn't been mentioned yet. Yeah, it is my Petite Malle. I finally got a Louis Vuitton Petite Malle. I've been waiting for the perfect one, a seasonal, fabulous piece to arrive, to be made, to have my name on it, and then to be able to get it. And to get it in Rome with the help of my fab friend Nadia. This bag was spotted by one of my subscribers, Alicia. Hi there. She sent it to me on Instagram stories and said, Dale, this has your name written all over it. And I'm like, you're right, it does. I tried to have it waiting for me in Paris when we did our special trip with Meredith, and unfortunately they were unable to secure the bag. My friend Nadia was in Rome a couple of weeks before me, and she asked about it, and they offered to order it in. She hooked me up with her sales associate. We texted, or WhatsApped. She ordered it in. I paid for it before I left, and it took 12 days for the money to clear, which gave me a heart attack. Anyway, it cleared. It was perfect. The rest is history. Here she is. And just glorious. Just glorious. My favourite colour. This ostrich is just divine. This light gold hardware works beautifully with it. Yeah, I just struck the jackpot with this one. I am so glad that I waited. So they're my 10 favourite luxury purchases for the year. There are many other luxury purchases. Actually, no, I forgot one. How could I forget? Oh my goodness. What an idiot. My last favourite luxury purchase of the year is the one that travelled the world with me. It's my Fendi vintage baguette in the raffia with the marble buckle handle, sourced from, well, not sourced, just for sale by my fabulous friend Una, and I saw it in her stories. I'm like, oh, I need that, I need it. And this bag I have worn to death. It's been one of my favourite bags this whole summer, let alone on holidays. But it has just a beautiful yellow silk interior. Like, yellow's not my favourite colour, and I'm glad it's on the inside, not the outside. But this dark brown leather and the marble buckle, it is just the perfect neutral The strap length is perfect to wear on the shoulder, on the crook of the arm, or just handheld. Yeah, we have bonded, seriously bonded. My first vintage piece, my first Fendi vintage piece. Yeah, we seriously bonded while we travelled the world, and we had a wonderful time together. So yeah, this is rounding out my top 10 favourite purchases of 2023. Something I said I'd never buy. Quite a few things, actually. As I was saying before, I had that brain fart. Lots of things have been purchased this year. Lots of beautiful, wonderful, magical things for which I am super grateful for. Another one of my favourites, but I'm not counting it as one of my purchases, is my Cartier Love bracelet. That's from Mr. Addiction for our 10-year wedding anniversary. My Maria Tash jewellery and piercings, I love those. So many other pieces, ready to wear, shoes. Like, it's not been a bad year, guys, but I think it's the places and the people that have made the experiences of acquiring these particular pieces so rich and memorable for me, that's why they've made my top 10. Yeah, it's funny when you reflect like this and you go, you know what, how hard it is to find 10 things. I was going to start with 5 and I'm like, 5, just not enough, just not enough. Yeah, I'm a very lucky person. Is there anything that hasn't made the list that you thought would make the list, or that you count amongst your 10 favourite pieces? I'm going to link all of the unboxing videos for these pieces in the description box below, so if you want to go back, and all my unboxings on holiday were done on location, which is a really nice thing, I think, to kind of take you to the place where I was when I purchased these pieces. So they're good ones to watch, in my opinion, but I will link all of those unboxings in the description box below if you want to go and check them out. Thanks so much for being with me this year. 2023 has been a fabulous year for me, and luxury and travel. It's been a great year for my channel, getting to know you guys. Yeah, I'm really grateful that I have this community. I'd like to say thanks again to Malle for sending me these beautiful pieces from LilySilk. Don't forget to check out the description box below if you want to go and see what you might be able to find for yourself. I'd like to take this opportunity to wish you all a wonderful 2024. Have a great, safe and happy new year, and we will kick off the year with a wish list. We'll try and put some visions in place for what we might be looking for in the new year. Until then, please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing if you haven't already. Videos will continue to be Wednesdays and Sundays in 2024, so until then, ciao.